Hello everyone, this is Chertsey Lover. Today I'm in Redditch and my discussion for today is what is my biggest strength? Now that is a hard question to answer because I could just say being me. Maybe that is my answer. I think being me is my biggest strength. I have a way of just doing what I want. No matter like which way people push me, I still find a way to make it my way, try and do what I'm doing as well as possible. So like I had a period in my life where I didn't want to work. I just I do temp jobs, just here and there stuff, nothing serious. Just like anything that did seem to get serious, I just quit. And then I realised I can't really do that for my whole life. Partially because I got myself into living somewhere that is just way too expensive to do that, and where I lived before it was just easier to get away with that. And also I just realised that it's just my life won't go anywhere. I'll only become friends with people I don't like. So I managed to convince myself, okay, look man, you just got to deal with it. You just got, no matter how much going outside and interacting with the real world every day hurts, just do it. Go outside and do it. And then I got insecure about this thing where I was like, I feel like I have no special talents. To be honest, I still feel like that a little bit. But I felt like I had this one thing I was good at, which is walking. Like, it's just a thing I like doing for fun. Just walk everywhere, just go around, see what's going on, and just like exploring. And because where I was living didn't really have much to go. It's just empty where I live. It's quiet. There's not like where places I've lived before. There's like 20 different ways to get to one place to another. So there's just loads of different roads you can go down. All these different side roads. Here it just doesn't feel like that. It feels like if I go one road different, then I'm adding like 20 minutes to go somewhere. I don't know. I'm getting more used to it. It's a whole thing just to find my way to enjoy it. But to make up for that, I got into some pretty crazy ass walking. Well, I've done like 8-hour walks. I did a 10-hour walk. I was only going to walk like somewhere that was 3 hours away, like this other town. And then I go, you know what? I'm not going to go the same way back. I'm going to see if I can find just a slight different way back. Like half of it, I would have to go the same way back because I don't want to add like 4 extra hours. But then, so I'm in Addlestone, I'll just say that. I end up seeing, hey, Weybridge is nearby. Maybe I'll go here, just see what's Weybridge like, because I've never been there before. And that was the only time I've been there. And so I go to Weybridge, and I start going, maybe I can figure out where Kingston is, because I like Kingston. And let me tell you this as well, I didn't have my phone on me doing this. I had no way to know where I was going, because I'd never seen these places before. I just vaguely guessed, going, okay, well, I know which way Kingston is from Staines, and I know which way I've walked from Egham. So there we go, we've given it away, I'm from Egham. Well, I live in Egham, I can't really say from. So which way I've gone from Egham, so I kind of started putting my hands, like making lines with my arms, going, okay, so this is where I'm facing in relation to Egham, and this is where I would be facing in relation to Staines to get there, or something like that. And then I managed to find my way to Kingston. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this even more difficult. I'm not going to walk back the same way. I'm going to find a different way back. And my initial intention was to try and walk through Feltham. I think geographically, legally, you could say I passed the Feltham border. Like, I was probably in a postcode that was like TW, was it like 13, 14, I think? Like, I was probably in the postcode. But I didn't go anywhere. Like, I was aiming to go to the high street, and I was like, oh, okay, I know the exact way from Feltham to Staines and back to Egham. But no, I get lost on Staines Road. There's like some massive, there's a million Staines roads, but there's a massive one in Feltham and Twickenham. And it was just, I was dying of exhaustion. Normally, from walking Egham to anywhere, it's just long and tiring. Like, you don't understand, no one seems to understand this. A walk is so much more tiring if it's a straight line and nothing's there. If it's boring, it hurts your feet more. I don't make the rules, that's just how it is. And so normally I thought London was more interesting to walk around. Not West London. Apart from Hounslow. Hounslow is good to walk around. These places, they're so far away from each other. You're walking, like, I didn't realise Kingston to Twickenham was like an hour, just a straight line. Twickenham to Feltham, I have no idea because I didn't figure it out. But we may as well just say Twickenham to Ashford, which somehow I got to Feltham Hill Road, which is kind of the Ashford to Feltham Road. But that was long as hell. I was just exhausted going down a straight road, walking next to a motorway. But I did it. I got back to Egham. I see stains and I'm both like dying inside and also just like, thank fuck. At least my brain can switch off now, which normally actually makes my feet hurt more. But whatever. So I think that's quite a big talent. Like just because I felt I wanted to do that, I did that. I've done a few more crazy ones like I think that's probably the longest walk. I think the craziest thing I've done, like I didn't stop at all during that. Like the only stopping I did was I stood up, but I stood up because I ordered food in Kingston at one of the markets, so I waited. But I didn't stop walking pretty much at all. Other than that, I had another one. What was I gonna say? Where did I walk to? There's Reading. I walked to Reading before. That wasn't the one I was thinking of. Oh no, it was. So I walked to Reading. Took 8 hours. This one didn't really hurt at all. Only like the last bit. So you have to go Egham to Ascot. I guess you can mention Virginia Water, but Virginia Water's nowhere. All these rich people live there, and there's literally nothing there. They don't. Their biggest shop is a Budgeons. They have a Waitrose petrol station. They don't even have a proper Waitrose. But yeah, so Virginia Water, Ascot takes about 2 hours to get there. I can't remember which one's first, Sunningdale or Ascot, but whichever. It's like 2 hours, 3 hours. Get to Bracknell, another hour. Get to Wokingham, another hour. Start walking past Winnersh and Early, maybe another hour or two. Then you get to Reading. And I only felt like I was dying towards the end. And I decided to do this walk because I was meant to work this bar shift there. I just like doing extra work. And the shift started at 12. No, so the shift started at 4 and I got to Reading at 12. And I sat down a little bit, but I was also bored. I didn't know what to do with myself. I remember going to Costa and just feeling so faded and like just out of it because I was just in, I just walked for that long. That does stuff to your head, especially if you're not used to it. And then, I wasn't like sat down the whole time. So we can say like within 12, maybe it was 1 actually. Now that I think about it, but within those hours, like I probably still was on my feet for at least an hour, at least half the time probably. Then I did a 7-hour shift. I don't think I got a lunch. I can't remember. Oh no, I didn't get a lunch because I avoided getting a lunch so I could get paid the extra 15-20 minutes. But yeah, I did 7-hour bar shift. It was like Oktoberfest in Reading, and yeah, wasn't in that much pain. Then I took the train home. Even if I wanted to walk, like even if I could physically do it, it was obviously gonna be a stupid idea because I had my main job the next day, and I got to sleep. Well, I don't think I'll be able to manage it. Like I'd start having a mental breakdown. It wouldn't be good. Am I getting to Bromsgrove? I don't know. Never been to Bromsgrove in real life. I've been to Redditch in real life. Yeah, any other cool walks I've been on? I'm sure I had one more. Oh, I've walked to Waterloo as well from Egham. Well, not actually Waterloo, the Barbican's. So it's just a tiny bit longer. And Google Maps said it takes 8 hours, but I got there in 6. Like, I left. I mean, this was another one. I had a work shift at 5:30. I left the house like, I think 10:30, and I was like, you might have to take the bus, you might have to run. I didn't really assume I was gonna run. I was like, I might have to take the bus, so I better like just keep checking as I'm getting closer. It's mostly a straight line as well, which was quite cool. But yeah, I did that in 6 hours. I ended up coming early. I think no, I was meant to be there 6:30. I thought I was meant to be there at 6. And I got there at 5:30, so just to sit around waiting. Like, I knew at that point, like, normally I don't like to come to things early. But at that point where I was in so much pain, I was like, alright, once I'm sitting down, I do not want to move until I'm legally required to do it for money. And then I think I worked just a 4-hour shift, took the train back home. Still had to walk half an hour to Waterloo. So, that's like a lot of time on my feet that I'm just caught with. So yeah, that's quite a good strength, you know. And I'd say I'm adaptable. I've been in a lot of rough situations, and I just figure it out. You know, I could have been homeless, or probably not, but I could have been over a situation. Even like living here, I was in a bad like situation, and I was like really need somewhere to move because like life was just getting very uncomfortable. And despite the odds, you know, you're meant to have 6 months working in a job, having the right affordability to live in a studio. They're just like, hey, you got 1 month working, cool, you can live here. And yeah, it's like pretty sucky flat I got. I'm right next to a train track. It's loud. You get used to it though. And Egham is kind of just a dead town. There's a university up the hill, and it's like one of the quietest places I've lived in. And I've also managed to get threatened, not threatened, but some teenager chased me on a bike and then pussied out. So hey, look at my skills, man. I made a kid not want to beat me up. And the next time he saw me, he tried to threaten me. I crossed the road straight away. He goes, "Do I know you?" And I go, "Yes." And he asked what he did. I think he knew, but maybe he just wanted to see if I was gonna say it. And I said, "Yeah, you chased me on a bike." And then he gave me a cigarette, and it wasn't even his cigarette. He asked if I wanted one. I said okay. He went back to his friend and got a cigarette to give to me. So I'd say that adaptability, and I guess just I'm unwilling to give up. You know, I think a lot of people who have known me think that I give up easy, but I think I don't really like to show it. Like, I think if I'm determined to do something and I don't think that anyone involved can actually help me, then I don't really like to waste time telling them about it. I'd rather just keep it to myself. I don't want to risk people trying to tell me that, oh, you know, you shouldn't do it because of this or that, or it's not going to work because of this or that, because once I do the thing, they're not going to be telling me that, so I don't need to hear it. Oh, that make it to Bromsgrove. I've made it to an Aldi and a Morrison's. They're not going to be completely in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, this says Bromsgrove, cool. I don't know if I'm anywhere near High Street. But yeah, just, you know, like even doing this, I got some problem I want to work on. You know, I want to be more confident. I'm trying something. I'm trying anything. Just figure things out. I got myself to go to this random event in London. So I was going to be in London anyway, and I saw there was this book club thing. So I was like, okay, I'll go see that. And I was really nervous going in, and I just told myself, look, you just got to go in. An hour or two is not that long. Doesn't matter if you don't like the people. Hey, if you don't like the people, guess what? You can leave. And if you are too pussy to do that, just need to go toilet, and then, you know, from there it's easier to leave. Like, just, what are you gonna do? Follow me out? Are you gonna go check on me? I mean, check on me after like 2 minutes and stop me. Yeah, like, it's just silly. And go. Obviously, with these things, I think logic doesn't really apply. Like the logic can help convince myself, but you know, obviously, the logic doesn't apply easily. But I think with that, it's like just getting myself into the situations the first bit. Because once I've sat down, I'll be comfortable enough to stay, at least for an amount of time. But it's like that difference between just going and then going, oh, you know, I don't have to, I can go home, come another, you know, maybe go to another one. So I was quite happy with myself, I went to that. Okay, I'm sure I've been talking for long. Something I want to watch is going to start now, so thank you very much, have a great day, and yeah, Chertsey.